Well, because I contacted the city because we were having snakes and stuff.
Oh, there might be stuff living in there. Hello?
It's got a city violation on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's that what that sign is?
There's somebody here.
Looks like y'all are having fun down there.
Oh yeah, I think the whole neighborhood wanted this done, huh?
Amen.
Look at this.
Hello? We stopped by because we seen your grass was overgrown and we noticed you had a code violation. We wanted to mow it for free. Is that okay? I don't know. Maybe talk to the neighbors, see what the neighbors say. Maybe it's somebody that is in a chair or something, they can't come to the door.
Think it has a disability?
Yeah.
We've never seen them, but yeah, I'm pretty sure someone lives here. They get everything delivered to their house. I never see a car pull up, nothing. We've only lived here for about a year, so someone mowed it. It was like this bad before, and someone mowed it. I don't know if they hired someone or if someone just did it or what, but yeah.
So
did you guys try knocking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rang the doorbell like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I don't know if
answering.
anyone lives there or not anymore.
We thought we heard somebody like,
I'm pretty sure someone does,
Freaking
yeah.
and-
I've never seen, I don't know if it's an older gentleman or lady or what. Never seen a
the
car.
property appraiser says it's a lady that lives there.
Yeah, we got a delivery for them one time. I set it on their porch for them, but I never see a car come. I think they get groceries delivered. It's weird. And we've been here like for about a year.
Does it look like there's anything over here besides the...
Snakes.
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
I came out and said, what's the point of putting the sign out? She ain't gonna see it.
Exactly.
No, it's some lady, little old black lady. And they were like, oh, this is a recurring issue with this lady. like, great.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Apparently it's a recurring problem. Well, like I said, she never comes out. There's actually, right on the other side of that fence, there's a sprinkler system, and it busted about 4 months ago. And it flooded this whole road all the way down, and it was like that for days.
And she didn't know it.
She never came out of the house.
How to get fixed?
The city came out and did it.
Wow.
Because that guy complained so much because it flooded his whole front yard. He complained so much that the city came out and went over there and fixed it and cut it. They just basically cut it and capped it.
Oh.
Under the ground?
Yeah.
I don't want to hit it again.
No, it's right up next to that big tree right there.
What do you want?
I think the lemonade.
Ah, I almost couldn't tell. I was looking.
I think I had some of it already.
Change water in there today. Yeah, I went through this up there. There's nothing up there. What?
So I can mow that up there. I got the outside mowed here. You're working on the weed eating around the outside here, right?
Yeah, I was getting ready to come on the inside. I think I might have to finish that right there, but then come on the inside.
This right here, I've got probably, a little more than half of this mowed in here. This is interesting. Like, I'm having to go, I don't know if the blades are actually dull or if that stuff is just that thick and tall that's going on there.
It's really thick.
Yeah.
There's a piece over there that I probably have to cut because it's really thick.
Now over here, where I'm about to start mowing, I don't know, it's not thick. It's thick as in the foliage is thick, but it's not as tall. It's almost as tall, but what I'm seeing is it's wet. I don't know why that's so wet over in that area over there.
Maybe they didn't fix that pipe like they thought.
It's still leaking over there.
Yeah, in her yard.
What'd you think when we pulled up to this thing?
I didn't think anybody lived here.
I didn't
It's
either.
like there's no way somebody lives here and it's this tall and looks like this.
I thought somebody didn't live here, but then I seen that code violation thing and I'm like, wait a minute, somebody probably does live here. They're just not out checking their stuff out here.
According to the neighbors, the the wind blows through it and blows it through their yard.
Yeah, maybe she couldn't see that violation for the grass. Or the weeds.
Or they say she don't come outside, so whether she sees something standing there, she ain't gonna know what it is because she doesn't ever come up. They said she doesn't even touch the mail.
That's interesting.
Something must have happened about a year ago. It's her husband died.
Maybe. It could be anything, I have no idea.
But again, we're gonna get what we can because we definitely can't get in the backyard. We didn't bring a ladder to get all the stuff off the house. We can get some of it, but we're not gonna be able to get all of it.
No.
We didn't know we was gonna run into this. Otherwise, we would have brought the ladder.
Yeah. But you know, I wanted to come into this area because it's like, I'm thinking that this is like the heart of Ocala.
It's the historical.
This is the historic district. And I'm like, we're going through here. And she's like, you know that they're going to keep their lawns up in this area. The code enforcement has to be coming through here, checking everybody's stuff. And you know, for the first 10 minutes we were driving through here, it was like that. I'm like, well, let me come over here in this area. We started driving up and down and lo and behold, I'm like, wow. But you know what? The good thing about it is that it's in the shade.
Yes. I mean, not all of it, but the majority of it is in the shade.
The majority is in the shade, so it hasn't been too terribly hot.
Yeah.
But what I'm about to get into over here, that's in the sun.
Yeah, that's it.
Haven't seen any snakes though.
They done ran to the neighbor's yards. They heard the lawnmower and they scattered.
They're all in the neighbors' yards now. Pack up.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so we can leave the sticks, the
Yes,
palm tree bushes, the limbs and stuff on there?
everything. Yes. Yeah, they pick them up every Monday. So
Okay.
that's very nice of you guys because I wish we had the tools to do it, but we don't. We have a push mower, so. But yeah, someone maybe comes every like 6 months or something and does a nice deed and, you know, mows it for them. So
Yeah,
we don't
we're only
know.
going to be able to get to the front because there's too much. We can't even, you know, we wouldn't even be able to fit the zero turn in the backyard from what I see.
yeah, that's from what I can tell too.
It doesn't look like her backyard's very big anyway.
No, and I don't think it really has a lot of grass from what
Yeah.
I can tell. But yeah, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, we go out once a week and we videotape it, but we go out once a week and we find a property like this and we mow it
Okay.
for free for the people to help them out, but this person does not come to the door.
But we
They
heard
won't.
someone inside
Yes.
just briefly, but we like rang the doorbell like I think
Yeah,
5
they
times.
won't answer. We've tried to give them packages and stuff that have been delivered incorrectly over here before, so we never see them. There might be stuff living in there.
I know, that's
the
the
I'm-
only thing we're scared of is
Honestly, we've had some snakes come. Like our dog has found some in the backyard. I'm guessing they would come from there. So,
Yeah, I'm sure.
so
I'm hoping there's nothing in her yard besides, you know, that we would run over. I don't know where nothing is. I see the AC back over here, so.
there might be a basketball in there somewhere. Our kids have lost a basketball or two
If
in
we
there.
find it, we'll just throw it over the fence.
Sorry, but they went in there before when it wasn't like that bad to get it, but yeah.
What is it like living, like your yard's maintained here? What is it like having your next door neighbor's yard look like this?
I mean, it's rough, you know. It's sad, and it doesn't. I mean, it's definitely not appealing. But I know there has to be a reason for it. Well, I'm grateful, so.
It'll help you guys out.
It will. It will for sure. It's not, it's not nice having people come over or whatnot, you know, even with it next door. So,
Yeah,
and with our animals and stuff, you never know.
exactly.
So, but yes, I'm grateful. So thank you very much for doing that.
You're welcome.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
hopefully they'll come out and say thank you.
Ah. Ugh. What is this? I don't know.
Like y'all are having fun down there.
Oh yeah, I think the whole neighborhood wanted this done, huh?
Amen. Even the city guy that comes
Oh
around.
yeah, we've seen that they got some code enforcement papers down there. They got some code enforcement papers down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we were all thinking nobody lived there, but
when we pulled up, that's what we were thinking. But there's a light on inside, and we think we heard somebody when we rang the doorbell.
I saw somebody come out and get their mail one time. Yeah.
Wow.
And these neighbors here said they saw somebody in there. So.
Well, we are done with that property. It always seems to be in the final stretch that you get the most tired. I don't know what that's about. Like everything is going okay, that final stretch, then you get really tired there at the end. But I'm glad we're done. We didn't get to meet with the lady. I know that someone was there. We heard someone, the light was on, but no one answered the door. And as you've heard from plenty of people that came up, that someone does live there, but no one has really ever seen her. The one guy, he said that he has seen her, but that was because the pizza delivery guy came and she opened up the door.
This other guy I just spoke to said that he's seen her once check his mail.
Check
her mail.
She came over and checked my mail for me. She doesn't check hers, but she checks mine. But I mean, the neighbors were really happy that were able to get that done.
A lot of the neighbors.
Plenty of people, even the people that were driving by, they were kind of like gawking over at the yard, seeing what was going on.
Apparently that's been an eyesore for a long time.
But you know what I think? I think that right there is code enforcement's dream home.
Yes.
The dream home. They pulled up to that and their chops were watering. They were rubbing their hands together. They got their fork and knife out. They were like, let's go. but maybe not anymore. You know, I don't know what's going on with the paper that's on there. I haven't really dealt too much in code enforcement stuff. That's actually the very first property that I've ever come across where it had some legal paperwork from code enforcement on it. So, man, they don't want you to make a U-turn anywhere. So I mean, it was pretty. It was pretty. I don't know if I want to say easy. I felt like it was going to be easy because it was mainly just the front yard that we did. Look how big that tennis ball is. It was mainly the front yard that we did, but the backyard, it was really small, and we wouldn't have been able to get our equipment back there anyway. At least the 0 turns, and I wasn't going to go back there to try to go through a whole roll of weed eater string trying to get everything cut. But there really wasn't a lot back there. It was mostly, it was so shaded, there was not really a lot of growth in the back, but like vines growing up the side of the house. That was one thing. Well, we are going to wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the before, during, and after that process. The before and after videos. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
A lot better.
Thank you all.